Morning. Right then. So I have received something in the mail, and this is also like a package video as well. It's not a package video, I'm lying already. It's a pickup video as well, is what I meant to say. But the whole purpose of this video, really, I've decided to combine it because I just can't be bothered to upload two separate videos, so I thought I'd put it together and form one amazing, possibly, video. But the entire purpose of it really is because I received something through the mail. Now, I thought it was just going to be one thing, and not that I'm turning my nose up at this one thing. It's a big deal. I wanted it. I was happy to accept it. But just to give you a little bit of a background, Ash, that's Ash81B4U, who you are probably aware of, but if you're not, check out the link. He does things like Amiga, Atari ST, PC Engine, Amstrad GX4000, and anyone who picks up games like that deserves a pat on the back. And I love it. I'm not dissing the GX4000, even though everyone else is. I do love it through my very much nostalgia rose-tinted glasses. But yeah, he does all that kind of stuff. I don't think he's got a PS3 or a 360. He's more of a retro guy. But yeah, check out his channel. Nice guy, and that's what we all want, isn't it, on YouTube? Nice guys, nice girls. We want to talk to people, and you know, who are on our wavelength. That's what it's all about, isn't it? But anyway, so Ash contacted me, and he just said, I've got a CD. I can copy you a CD of some Amiga Power magazines. Anyone who doesn't know what they are, if it wasn't already obvious from Amiga Power magazines, it was magazines from the Amiga era, and it was called Amiga Power. Brilliant. That was an absolute waste of sentence. But yeah, I used to get the occasional copy of Amiga Power. I did like it. And so when he said that, you know, I thought that'd be a great idea, because last year Ash also contacted me and said, I've got, again, the same thing, got all the magazines on PDF format, I can copy them onto a disc, but that was for Amstrad Action, which was an Amstrad magazine, obviously. So, yeah, when Ash said that, I went, yeah, that'd be brilliant, thanks, mate. You know, I'd really like to see that, you know, rekindle all the memories of the old covers from Amiga Power and look through it, and, you know, magazines that I used to buy back in the day. So, that was it. I thought Ash was just going to send that. Fantastic. Stick it in the mail. Brilliant. And it arrived. But just before it did arrive, I should say, he sent me a PM. He just said, just to let you know, I have sent it, but I also put in a little extra. And he didn't tell me what it was. And I went, oh, great, thank you. I didn't know what the extra was. I thought, is it like another CD? By the way, this is a CD, not that you can... Nice little colour. I've got the other one over there from the Amstrad. That was in like an luminous yellowy green thing. So this one's purple. It's like all the colours of the rainbow, isn't it? What will it be next time? Blue? So yeah, and so I've checked that out, and that's actually really good, obviously. It's just the Amiga Power magazines, but being able to look through it all on your screen and just turn the page, kind of virtually, I guess, in a way, is amazing. So I'm really liking that. Thanks, mate. But like I say, the biggest thing, if that wasn't good, and that is good, this blew me away. And it was funny because, like I said, I was just maybe expecting a CD or... I don't know. I thought, a copied CD or a music CD or something, because I know some people have done that in the past. So is that what it is? I had no idea. And it's a game, and it's an amazing one. Now, you might not have heard of it. You might not like it. I don't know. I do, and you're going to think I'm exaggerating. I'm not. This is my favourite game, football game, of all time. And just to give you a little bit of a funny story, basically, we just got back in, or my wife had just got back in from work, and the mail arrived at the same time. It arrived really late the other day. And as we were talking, you know, she just got back in with, how's your day been, that kind of stuff, you know. And I was opening the parcel from Ash, just expecting it just to be this CD and something else, which is, you know, I didn't know what it was. And I couldn't believe it. And I just kind of interrupted her halfway through, and I was like, look what it is. And she was unimpressed, because she doesn't understand. But I'll get to the point. It's Emlyn Hughes International Soccer for the Atari ST. Now, I'm really pleased I've got it for the ST. I'm delighted, obviously. Now, I will get it in the future as well for the Amiga, just because I'm a little bit fussy like that. However, without question, and I'm not just saying this, without question, I was always going to get it on the ST first. It would be my preference, simply because when I used to play this game, it was on the Atari ST. It's where all my memories, or 90% of my memories of Emlyn Hughes are. And just to get it back, there's a little Atari ST sign down there. Oh, there it is. And honestly, just to get it back is absolutely brilliant. The memories I've got of this game are just absolutely incredible. You know, I could share several anecdotes with you. Well, I'll start with one. I remember when my friend first got this, and it was around about 1990, I guess. It came out about 89. I think it came out in 89. It doesn't say on this back of this box. But I think it was 89. But I think it was 1990 when my friend got it, and he called me up. He just lived like across the street, you know what I mean? But he called me up, and he went, I've got it. And I knew what he meant. I went, Emlyn? He went, yeah. And I went, oh, I'm coming over now. I've got to see this thing. I've got to play it. And before I went round there, he used the line which we always kind of laugh about. It's going to mean nothing to anyone, but it's just stored away in the memory. Because I was asking him to explain it. What does it look like? He's gone, oh, the graphics are brilliant. It's fast. It's kind of fluid. You can do chips. You can do headers. You can do diving headers. Kind of stooping headers they are, really. And then he used this line. He went, the players even come out of a tunnel and everything. And everything, you know what I mean? And so we've always laughed at that kind of really exaggerated and the kind of tunnel and everything line that he came out with. But great game. I went round there, played it, loved it, and it just became my favourite game of all time. Above the likes of Kickoff 2, above the likes of Sensible Soccer, which are great games, obviously, but this, for me, greatest football game ever. So to get this for free and to get it as just a little extra to the CD is incredible. And, you know, Ash, as I've said to you, Ash, you know, get that list sent over to me. I know no one else knows what we're talking about here. Send me that list, and I'm going to have to get you something back, because that would be criminal if I didn't reward you. Reward you. You know, if I didn't give you something back. Reward. Brilliant. So that's amazing. Please check out Ash's channel. Not because he sent me a free gift, but actually kind of because he sent me a free gift, because that shows what kind of person we're dealing with here. So check his channel out. If it's not for you, because it is 8 and 16-bit, then fair enough. But at least have a look. What harm is there? Anyway, I rattled on for about 20 minutes there, but it was worth it. Well, I think it was. So I've got some pickups here, and I'm now going to show you what they are. Right, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 PlayStation 3 games, and there's 3 Xbox 360 games. Now, the 360 games were all $2 each, which to me was an absolute bargain. And the PlayStation 3 games, there's a couple of games in here. In fact, 1, 2, 3, probably 4 of these games, which could probably get me $20 to $25 if I sold them tomorrow. But I bought them all for under $12. And a couple of the other ones that I got, I think, were $8 each. So it's just been in the right place at the right time on eBay. I mean, one of the tips and hints I can kind of give is, it's nothing new, you probably know this already, but if you go on eBay, look at items which are newly listed and buy it nows. And sometimes people don't know what they're selling, or they just want to get rid of it. They want to make a quick buck or a quick pound or whatever it is. And they sell things at silly prices. And I've just picked up some absolute steals here. So, first one up, let's do the PlayStation 3 and then we'll do the Xbox 360. The 360 ones aren't particularly exciting, but you might disagree. Who knows? So the first one up, and these are in no order whatsoever, is Little Big Planet 2. Now, I haven't actually played this one yet, and I don't intend to anytime soon because I really do want to play the first one. The first one is so amazing. I absolutely love it. Now, almost like in a slight contradiction, I've not played the first one for probably about 6 months. Not touched it for about 6 months, but it's the kind of game that I can just put on and love and get into and play it for half an hour, a couple of hours maybe. Absolutely love it. And I always did want to get this, and I was prepared to wait because it really has held its value. But to get it, you know, for the price I did, was criminal, and I just had to pick it up. Next one up is a game, again, that I actually did used to have on the 360. I did like it, but I guess I just had so many games, kind of what I've got now on the PS3, that whenever I get these new games, I never really play them because it's almost like a bit overwhelming. I've got too many, I don't know where to start. But that's an argument for another day. But that game is Batman, Arkham City, Arkham Asylum, even. So, yeah, I did think it was good. I didn't quite think it was as good as everybody was making it out to be. I found it a little bit repetitive. Just walk into a room, whack a load of people, walk into another room. You could say that about any game, I guess. But it was good. I do like Batman. I did enjoy it. I'm just saying I didn't enjoy it as much as seemingly everybody else did. Speaking of a game which, I guess it's got a bit of a decent reputation. It hasn't been out that long. I think it came out at the tail end of last year-ish. A lot of people are saying, oh, it's really good, it looks really good, all the rest of it. And it does. And it was $12, by the way, and I could probably sell this. There's another one where I could put it on for $20, $25 and easily sell it. I only played it for 5 minutes. I didn't think much of it, but 5 minutes isn't enough. And that game is Rayman Origins. Very bright, very colourful, and all the rest of it. I don't even know why I bother doing this. You can't really work out the back. But, yeah, I'm very much on the fence with that one, if I'm honest. Next one, another one which I haven't played, familiar pattern, of course, here, is Shift 2 Unleashed. So, again, basically in the Need for Speed series. Now, I still want to get back into Hot Pursuit. I've got that one behind me. and I did like it, or I do like it, but again, I've just not been on it for a long, long time. And I might put this one on first, I might not, I might go back to Hot Pursuit, and then put this one on, we'll see. But yeah, pleased to get it, and again, limited edition, but why? Why is it a limited edition? Don't understand. Next one up is one which I didn't really have any desire to pick up, certainly not for $20, $25, but when I saw it for $12, no-brainer. And it's a relatively new release. It's the Darkness 2 limited edition. Again, why it's limited, not entirely certain. But yeah, I've got the first one, never really played it. I've got it on the PS3. I did play it a bit on the 360 going back around about 3 or 4 years. A friend was wax lyrical over it. He said, "You've got to play it, it's amazing." I put it on for 5 minutes. I thought it was rubbish back then, and still haven't touched it. But I'm sure this is going to be a lot better. But I've seen a few people now do gameplay videos and or pick it up, the original one that is. And, you know, most people seem to recommend it. And yeah, it'll be interesting. I might go back to that one first and then try this one. Or I might just dive on in there with number 2. We'll see. And last but not least, on the PlayStation 3 is a game which I wanted to get when it first came out, but I was just... It's not so much that I was unprepared to pay the asking price, what would have been, you know, $40, $50. I guess technically it's worth it. But it's a kind of game which I always say, sound like a stuck record now, but in theory, these are my kind of games. I love the idea of it, genuinely. Love the idea of playing these kind of games and getting really immersed into the story. But I can never be bothered. I want to put something on for 5 or 10 minutes, and that's it with me, because I just lose interest. Which sounds silly when I've got so many games, but I just like that kind of quick, arcade-style, paced game. But I've played this only for about 20-25 minutes. I really like it. I haven't played it in about a week, but that's not to say it's a bad game. It's just, I guess, finding the time, because these are the kind of games you've got to really devote a lot of time to. Enough of the chat. Skyrim. So, we all know even about Skyrim. Brilliant game. But I've hardly played it. But I really do want to play it. It is good. 360 games. Now, nothing exciting, like I say. First up is Fable 2. Basically, I got Fable 3 when I repurchased my 360 a couple of months back, or whenever it was. And really, I'd like to get back into this one and continue from where I left off in the previous save. So yeah, a couple of dollars, can't argue. Next one up is a little bit of a funny one, because it's Monopoly. Now, you're probably thinking, just get the board game. I have got it. So, there. But I just thought, no, it'd just be a laugh to get it. And again, this is another one that I have had before, as my screensaver kicks in. I have had before. I've got a few achievements for it. I thought it was pretty easy. But $2 is an absolute bargain. And funnily enough, I looked online the other day on eBay after I bought it, and there's not many of these around, and they usually hover between the sort of $10, $15, sometimes $20. So I'm thinking it's kind of relatively, I wouldn't say rare, but maybe uncommon, stroke, there's a demand for it, you know? So, yeah, pleased to get it for $2, you can't argue. And last but not least, this is a game I used to have on the 360. I downloaded it, the full game, on my PS3 about 3 years ago. But I wanted to get it back, and that is Burnout Paradise. Or wanted to get it back in the physical form, I should say. And at that price, once again, you just simply can't complain. Yeah, now I do like Burnout Paradise. It's pretty good, but it is a little bit boring, in my opinion. I much prefer, you know, Burnout, what was it, Revenge and Burnout Takedown. Much better, for me. But this is pretty good nonetheless. So anyway, there we are. There's my Xbox 360 pickups, along with my Atari ST one, and my PlayStation 3 games. So, yeah, thanks for watching. I'll have a Games X video up the next couple of days, I reckon. And what I think I'm going to start doing as well, because it's been such a long time, if anyone's bothered, I might start reintroducing those stupidly entitled Wednesday weeks. Because I do miss that kind of, you know, talking to the camera. Well, not just talking to the camera, talking to you guys and sharing opinions and stuff, you know. I don't know if I'm going to be doing it every single week, but I think it's been months since I've done the last one. So, yeah, I'll witter on for 20 minutes or something in that one. So, thanks for watching. See you later.